Okay, first of all, very proud of our defense. That's one of the best offenses in college football. Holding those guys to 19 points, I thought was really unbelievable as far as the effort and everything concerned. Offensively, obviously, in the first half, it was a big struggle. Second half started moving the football. The biggest issue was the 2 times in the red zone that we didn't score. The one time on the 4th down is short, and then the one that was like 4th and 10 right there. I thought that was 2 big plays right there. That could have helped. We had the catch that got overturned. It was real close. Bottom line is, I'm very proud of our team. I'm proud of the way they fought. That's one of the best teams in college football, and that encourages me that this team is going to be a very good football team.
What did you see at halftime that made you keep with the rotation instead of going with just one quarterback?
Yeah, we went into this thing knowing we were going to play all 3. They all 3 had packages, and that was our plan, and that's what we went with. And times it worked well. At times we struggled, but a lot of it was, first half they did some unique things that they hadn't done a lot, and so it took us a little bit of while just to get a feel for what they were doing. Second half we had a better idea of how they were playing us.
You talked about reps at practice being a whole strong. Was it more split up than?
Well, they had roles. They had roles. They had specific things that they did. That was our plan.
Who's your number 1 quarterback?
Well, Sean White started. So that was the number 1 quarterback out there first, but we played all 3, and we may continue to do that. We'll see how each game goes, and we'll see, how everything turns out.
So you could start someone else next week?
I'm not going to sit here and say that Sean White's not going to start. I expect him to start, put it that way.
You said he was your guy, and also you wanted to play 3 quarterbacks. What changed?
Yeah, he is our guy. He's our guy that started, and our plan was to play all 3, and at times, all 3 had some success.
Did you worry about the offensive chemistry? There were some penalties because of substitution.
No, first game, we have a bunch of young guys out there. We got a bunch of new guys out there, and that had a lot to do with it. You look how many new starters we got. First game, that's to be expected.
Why did you change all 3, not only in the course of the game, just in the same drive multiple times?
Yeah, because they all had different packages and different situations, different plays we felt comfortable with. And that was the plan going in.
You talked about tempo. Is that possible, rotating even quarterbacks?
It is. Obviously, there were some of the plays that we would have executed a little bit better. I think our tempo would have been better. When it was kind of a situation where things kind of stalled out, that's when we'd go ahead and change.
Kerryon Johnson had 94 yards, but as a team, 1 yard at the half.
Yeah, that was probably the biggest disappointment for me, running the football. We're a run play action team, and we weren't able to really establish that run. There was a couple times in pace that we did. We hit a couple big ones, that kind of bounced out the backside right there. But the run of the football. But I'm going to tell you this: you got to give their defense credit. They're a very good defense. They had a good plan. The first games were about adjustments, and they had a good plan. Like I said, they did a few things a little bit different in the first half. It took us a little bit to kind of get a feel for what they're doing.
You said you were making changes after issues or not having success, and that happened, but you also changed quarterbacks after a 30-yard pass. Do the quarterbacks know what they need to do in order to stay on the field?
They knew exactly what to expect.
Do you go by feel with that, Coach? I know you're talking about certain packages, but is that a feel type thing?
Yeah. Certain quarterbacks are better at certain plays, and you want to call certain plays, and we've been practicing that way for a while. Our guys knew what to expect, and so that was the plan.
Have you ever had success with the 3 quarterback system?
We've always had wildcat guys, and we've always had guys that are capable.
Anything else?
Talk about your defense.
Yeah, hats off the defense, and Coach Steele had a great plan. Our guys played their guts out. They made a couple back shoulder plays. That one receiver to the boundary is, he made a couple of difference maker plays, and especially in the 4th quarter when we're trying to get the ball back right there. And instead of running the clock out, they were throwing back shoulder, and he was very impressive.
Does it make it more difficult preparing things week to week with 3 guys?
Y'all can keep asking me that question. I just told you that was our plan, and obviously we didn't play great, but we have a bunch of new guys, so we'll see what that means in the weeks to come. I will tell you, we'll improve his offense. The positive thing, like I said, we played one of the best teams in college football, and we played them down to the end, and this team will improve.
How do you feel each quarterback played?
I'll have to look at the film. But
Who's
what'd
the
you say,
offensive
offensive?
line?
You know, we had some new guys, and they were doing some new things up front. It took us a little bit to adjust. And there was a few jitters early, I think, up front.
Clemson really seemed like they picked on Javaris on the outside, especially with Williams. Is that something you felt confident about?
You know, Javaris is going to be a heck of a player. I mean, that number 7 now, I mean, you know, you can put anybody on him, and it's a tough matchup, you know. And so, but I'm proud of our defense. I mean, our defense, to hold that offense to 19 points, there ain't a whole lot of people holding that offense to 19 points, especially with that quarterback. And quarterback's the real deal.
Is Cameron Petway suspended or what?
No. We just went with KJ, and that's you know, kind of what we decided to
I
do.
don't believe TJ Neal played very much. Was there a health issue there? Or?
No, we just went with the guys that you know, they felt that was ready.
Guess it looked like the quarterbacks didn't really want to run the ball much. Was that by design tonight?
They weren't giving us a whole lot of run. I mean, I think that you saw the defensive ends; they were knifing upfield, trying to you know, get the mesh, you know, right as you were handing things off. So there wasn't a whole lot of quarterback run opportunities. That was their plan.
What was the biggest thing you learned in tonight's game about the team that you might not have known?
Yeah, well, we're going to fight our tail off. I mean, we got guys that they got a lot of guts, and this team will improve. And like I said, that's one of the best teams in college football, which I think it is. This team's going to be just fine.
Given how close you saw them, they saw themselves almost win this game. Is there any concern with team morale? How do they shake it off? Just
No, I mean, they're disappointed. They should be disappointed. You know, we had a chance at home to beat them, and that's what we're disappointed in, and I wouldn't expect anything else. This team's got a lot of character, a lot of great leadership, and we'll rebound. We'll rebound. We got beat by one of the best teams in college football.
Take a few more. Gus, when you said it was your plan to have 3 quarterbacks, how long has that been your plan, and was there any hesitation at all to try that?
There wasn't any hesitation. That was our plan.
Did you think you'd catch?
I mean, that's about the 10th time y'all have asked me that. Anybody else want to ask that again?
Like 5 tonight.
Did you think you'd catch Clemson on more off guard? Did you think they'd struggle with the rotations?
You know, that's something that you know, we were hoping we'd have a little more success with some of the things we did.